Okay, so Dean, first of all, congratulations on 5 years at Point of Rental.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian.
Let's we didn't do an intro interview for you, I don't
No, there
think.
isn't anything
Um,
of me online as far as I'm aware in the point of rental
Good. Well,
universe.
let's spoil that
Yeah,
then.
I know.
Most people did some other work before they got here. Can you give me like a 1 minute rundown of what was up with Dean's career before he got to Point of Rental?
Yeah, so I spent most of my youth traveling and exploring most parts of Australia and really just kind of kicked around and took all kinds of different jobs in different industries. I was really more about the experience of where I was living and where I was going next. So I was itchy feet kind of kid. Since high school, my dream as a very young kid was to just go away up north, chase the heat and the rain and the tropical rain with the crocodiles and the red dirt. I was always dreamt of living up north, so I did. I just took off up north and started working around the place, kind of different kind of industries, mostly transport, logistics, things like that. And then, yeah, I walked into a hire place one day as part of my job with another transport company, and the guy there offered me a gig there at a hire company, and yeah, that started my hire journey really. And I started working with hire companies in different roles all around Australia. Um, yeah, so Darwin and Northwest WA, and I came down to Victoria in about 2015, 16, 15, and I was working in hire again, and then I had part of the implementation process of bringing on Syrinx with the company I was working with. I couldn't believe that people did this job as far as training people on how to use the system because I'd been doing it for 12 years. Every company I'd worked for, they'd get a new person come in and they'd say, "Oh, go sit with Dean for a couple of days and he'll get you up to speed on the system." And so it was a natural kind of progression for me to go and move with someone like Point of Rental and show people and teach people and mentor people on how to use uh, systems, business systems, and operation systems. So I come from a higher background, um, trying to upskill myself as far as the IT side of things goes. But yeah, I come from a higher background essentially.
Awesome. Well, I mean, I know that's a big push that we've had, at least in the past, and in general, we like to celebrate the people that have worked in the hire industry, and usually it helps people relate to our customers.
Yeah, it definitely
Well, you already
does.
kind
Yeah.
of answered my second
Mm.
question, which was how'd you hear about Point of Rental?
Yeah, just walked in.
What did you come here to do initially?
Training and support. So yeah, so training and support on Syrinx mainly, um, and yeah, and through that, it's kind of grown a little bit. I mean, we do a lot of consulting. Our roles in Australia can be really varied. Like people do lots of hats, got lots of hats, I
Yep.
suppose, and yeah, so we do a bit of consulting and business process reviews, obviously before implementation. Um, a lot of data work with customers, follow up training, obviously migrating customers to cloud now. So the training itself isn't just implementation. There's a lot of other things that have carried on, and so it's very similar, pretty much doing the same kind of role. It varies a lot from week to week or year to year at the moment, just with a lot of the new things that are coming on board.
Yeah.
So it's remained pretty pretty exciting for the 5 years I've been here. It hasn't been the same thing every day.
Awesome. Yeah. Normally I ask people what they're doing now, but it sounds like you've done the same thing, just more
Yeah,
and in more different ways and
just
places.
different. Well, I mean, I started at Point of Rental here. There were maybe 7 people in the office in Melbourne, and
Yep.
yeah, we've grown a lot. We've moved offices twice just to accommodate for the staff, and um, yeah, we've got a lot more people on board now. So I'm one of the few that were here, I guess, when we're about 6 or 7 people. Yeah, and then yeah, it's really grown in the area, grown in the region. Obviously, in the region. We've got customers in Southeast Asia and now Pacific Islands as well in Guam. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really good that we're branching out internationally as well. We've gone to New Zealand a few times as well. So yeah, it's been interesting.
Awesome. So, what is it that you like most about working here? I see that, like, once upon a time, you were very into travel and as you say, going away.
Yeah.
Um, it seems like you've gotten to do some of that. It seems like you've gotten to do some of the training. What is it that you like working about? What is it that you like working? What is it that you like about working here the most?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you like it here since you've stuck around for 5 years.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like when you look back, I don't think I've been anywhere for 5 years. Not just a job, but I mean like anywhere, one place. I moved around a lot as a kid. It may have a lot to do with why I got itchy feet as a young man, but I'm pretty stable now in Melbourne and in where I am. Very happy in my family, my own family's life, and I think the thing I like most about working in point of rental is just the diversity of the different projects, customers that we have coming through. It's never the same thing. The hire industry is quite diverse, and you get lots of different types of personalities. You get lots of different types of companies. They have their own ideas about processes and procedures, and it's our role as trainers to try and integrate their ideas into our system or to introduce them to new ways of doing things in an exciting fashion. So I think, yeah, a lot of the time there's two kind of deans when it comes to work. Like I have Office Me, where it's more of a data focus, or like in the office I'm not really talking to many people for a few days or weeks. And then you get me in front of a group of 5 or 6 or 20 people in a conference room, and I'm training them on Syrinx, and my enthusiasm is goes up a few notches, and I try and change people's ideas about what Syrinx can be, because you get varied people. Some people are very pro change, some people are very anti change, and you get them both in the same room together, and it's about bringing everybody together on a journey. So I enjoy that the most. Yeah.
All right. Well, I want to see like excited presenting to a room
Yeah.
Dean for this next one.
Sure.
All right. I always ask our new people for something non-work related about them. What's something that you're interested in that isn't necessarily related to doing your job? Any hobbies or interests?
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit difficult. I mean, I don't know. What hobbies or interests? I guess I don't know really. It's tricky. I think I don't have a lot of
You,
hobbies. Like I have or a lot of interests. I'm not a very like. I'll try and I'll try and come around to it, but I'm not a very sentimental person when it comes to things. So
yeah.
if I do something a few times and I'm not enjoying it, I tend to just leave it. And if I am enjoying it, I tend to get distracted by the next thing I'm really interested in. Um, and it's so I don't have a lifelong hobby. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I do have like interests. Like I love Australian rules football. Is probably my number one thing that I love the most. I go to the football regularly here in Melbourne. My
Hmm.
footy club plays here. I used to play footy a lot as a kid. Obviously, it's physically very demanding, and that's gone past me. Well, past me now. I turned 40 this year, so yeah,
Yeah.
footy's just well past me now. But yeah, I used to be really passionate about football, but like I've got a family now. Like I've had a son who's 15 months old now, and so most of my life has really just been wrapped around uh, learning how to be the best dad I can be right now, and
Yeah.
husband and dad. So as far as like personal hobbies go, a lot of the personal time has kind of gone out the window, and all of my focus has been in spending the most amount of quality time I possibly can with my son. And
Yeah.
yeah, I guess that would be probably the number one thing that I focus on at the moment, apart from work.
Yeah, I was gonna say you've got a young one and you have a job that requires a decent amount of travel,
Sure.
so it's like I can't imagine that you have time for hobbies
Yeah,
and doing other
I'm
stuff.
not gonna go. I'm not gonna spend 6 days away from home, come home, and then say, pick up my golf bag and say, see you later.
Yeah.
I'll be back on Sunday. I don't think that'll stand, but also it's not what I want to do. I actually,
Yep.
I really just love spending time with my son. I walked him down to the shop the other day, and another father was there, and he kind of uh, tried to build rapport with me some way by saying, "Oh, how great's doing errands," and I just responded to him and said, "This is the best thing I could be doing with my time. This is the
Yep.
best thing in my life is spending time with my boy. It's I couldn't think of anything better to be doing, to be honest, than being at the shop with my son. So have a nice day, you know. Um, so yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, I do. I cherish every moment with the boy. Mm.
Awesome. Okay, now let's pretend you're talking to a new pointer. As a wise, learned pointer of 5 years
Yeah.
now, what's some advice that you'd give him?
I guess it's just to to remain flexible, open-minded about new ideas. Um, yeah, new ideas, or even just just ask, and no question is a dumb question is usually one thing I say to customers too. So whether it's training internal staff or training customers, it's always usually the same kind of rhetoric, right? It's like, hey,
Yeah.
there's no dumb questions. And then 5 minutes later, they'll say, oh, I'm sorry, I've got to ask a dumb question. There really is no such thing because I can't help if I don't know what the problem is. So ask plenty of questions and interrupt me anytime you like when I'm talking or when I'm explaining something. If you have a question now, you can interrupt me at any time. I'm happy to come back and circle back. This isn't. I
Yep.
prefer to train in a conversational type of way, where in a real life kind of way. And so,
Mhm.
having a higher experience, I know you can go from organising one thing and then skipping to another, and now a customer's come inside, and you have to organise something over here. So nothing is ever streamlined. We're focusing on this part right now. So that's where the flexibility comes from. But also, yeah, just ask your colleagues lots of questions if you're not sure, because
Yeah.
yeah, everybody is here to help, and we're in the customer service industry as a main focus. So yeah, just don't ever be afraid to reach out and ask for help.
Yeah, that sounds like some good advice. Okay, now let's pretend this is the Oscars or what's like a famous award ceremony that you have in Australia.
I guess
You don't do awards enough.
yeah, no, I mean I guess so. I think industry awards are a little bit a bit gross,
Okay.
but no, I get it. We've got a thing called, I guess we've got like, yeah, the Oscars are fine.
All
We're
right.
pretty Americanized. We watch movies too. We kind of,
Okay.
we want the Aussies to do well, obviously, but yeah, Oscars is a decent example. Yeah.
All right. Well, you're at an award show now. You've been awarded for 5 years. This is the 5 year achievement award for you.
Yeah.
Uh, who are you thanking in your victory speech or whatever? Pointers or not?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, all of my team in Australia have been really, really supportive in my career so far. Um, yeah, the whole professional services team, the support team, who through different generations of them coming through, I've had contact with the support guys, whether it's showing them things within Syrinx or helping them through cases and different things. Obviously, my wife, my wife works at Point of Rental as well in sales. She, she's sacrificed a lot for us, particularly with having a son and taking time off for that. And she's back part time now, and it's a big sacrifice for our family that she makes. Um, Personal sacrifice, not
Yep.
being connected full time, I guess. So, yeah, a big shout out to her. Yeah, big shout out to her. And
Yeah, I was going to call that out if you didn't get around to it. I was like, better get around to
well,
Susie
to
after
be
all.
honest, I was only going to thank her, but then I thought I better mention the team. But yeah, we do work as a team. You know, in professional services from Mark and Joyce and Christian's been a real supporter and a real help for me. he's moved into more of a support role, support leader role now. But yeah, when I first started, it was really not really knowing what we were doing or how to do it. um, yeah, Mark and Christian really helped me develop the skills needed to deliver the training to customers. Yeah, which has put me in good stead for the last 5 years.
Awesome. Well, thank you to all of the people that helped you get to where you are today. Thank you for joining me today, and congratulations again on 5 years. And I'll talk to you in another 5.